Hi everyone, Floyd Meyer here. I am a physician assistant with a master's in public health, a degree in molecular biology, and I'm currently working in physical medicine and rehabilitation. Today we are going to be continuing our series on resilience, which is the ability to remain well, recover, or even thrive in the face of adversity. Last week we discussed the internal body clocks, your circadian rhythm, and how important that was to building your overall resilience. This week, we're going to be discussing one aspect of that circadian rhythm in more detail, which is improving your sleep quality. Getting good sleep is a vital aspect of being a robust and resilient human. People who get poor quality sleep get sick more often and they're more prone to injuries. Not only that, but having poor sleep quality is going to directly affect your performance. Both your physical performance, like during exercise, but also things like your emotional regulation, your cognitive performance, and just your overall happiness in general. In fact, almost every bodily function is going to be directly impacted by poor sleep quality. Now, it's recommended that you get somewhere between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, but unfortunately, most people are chronically sleep deprived, meaning they're getting less than 7 hours of sleep per night. In fact, it's 1 out of every 3 people gets less than 7 hours of sleep per night. And what's more surprising is that about 30% of people are actually getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night. And if you are getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night, you are going to have the same reaction time and focus as someone who has a blood alcohol content of 0.08, meaning that they are legally drunk. Sleep is the time that your body actually repairs the damage from the day before. It's when you clear out wastes, specifically in your brain through your lymphatic system, which is only activated when you are sleeping. Unfortunately, our current environment is just not conducive to high quality, deep restorative sleep. Between the constant light exposure and all of the different things that are fighting for our attention, getting good quality sleep has never been more difficult. And that's why I want to show you 4 key things that you can focus on to improve your sleep quality, making you a more resilient person. So step 1 is to track your sleep. You can't understand where you are at sleep-wise if you don't know how much sleep you're getting. And so there are numerous apps and things that you can get to track your sleep and figure out where you are. And once you figure out how much sleep you're getting, you can make an informed decision on if you need to really focus on this. Is this something that you're already doing well? Or is this something that you need to spend more time on and you need to focus more energy on to improve your sleep quality? Again, we discussed before how important it was to get somewhere between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, and you can't know if you're getting that if you're not tracking it. Step 2 is to understand light. You need to understand that blue light, specifically that is coming from the sun, from the light bulbs, from the computers, that is what is sending a signal to our brains telling us that it's daytime. And so you want to try and limit the amount of blue light that you're getting at night in order to initiate sleep. And this is where things like getting some red LED light bulbs, putting them in specific areas like your bathroom or your bedroom can be extremely helpful, using blue light blocking glasses, and getting programs on your computer, like there's one program called Flux, F.LUX, that you can put on your computer which will limit the amount of blue light that is being emitted from it. If you can decrease this blue light, it's going to allow you to get into that deep restorative sleep and allow your body to start secreting melatonin. Step 3 is to keep it cool. Your body actually needs to decrease its temperature by a couple of degrees in order to initiate sleep. And so everyone knows that it's really difficult to get good quality sleep if you're in an extremely hot environment, and this is why. So a couple of things that you can do to try and keep it cool. The easiest thing, one, is to just turn down your thermostat. You generally want to be somewhere between 60 and 70 degrees, and that is going to depend on where you live. Where I'm at in Southwest Florida, 70 degrees is pretty cold, so we keep it a little bit above that, but it's still a decrease from the normal ambient temperature of the day. But for most people, somewhere between 60 and 70 degrees is going to be the quote-unquote ideal sleep temperature. So you can turn down your thermostat. Another option is to get something called a chili pad, where you can actually, so what it is, it's a mat that you put on top of your mattress, and you can specifically control your sleep temperature. So this is something that I have been using, and it's really great because it allows you to control the temperature of where you are sleeping, and you don't have to turn down your thermostat, cooling the entire house. The last step 4, is having some type of a schedule. As we discussed last week, our bodies run on a circadian rhythm. And so if you have a robust circadian rhythm, meaning your body understands and it's active during the day, and it understands that it needs to be calm and healing and restoring at night, this is going to allow you to get better quality sleep. And really the most important thing is waking up at the same time each day. If you can consistently wake up at the same time each day within an hour or so, this is going to really help your body to understand when it should be awake and when it should go to sleep. So this is something that is really important. If you have a chaotic schedule and you're waking up at different times and going to sleep at different times each day, then your body isn't going to know when it should be awake and alert and when it should go to sleep. So now more than ever, it is important to get good quality sleep, and it's difficult given our current environment. So I really recommend trying to focus on these 4 things. Make sure you're tracking your sleep. Make sure that you understand light, that you're getting good quality light, both during the day, getting bright light exposure, and then at night, you're limiting that blue light exposure, keeping it cool, and then following a consistent schedule. So if this resonated with you, please share it with your friends and family. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. Make sure you're subscribed for more of this content. Again, this is Floyd Meyer. Have a great day.